That's very true. And so, Lizzie, have you ever heard, because I know that you have so many other friends who are either already in the fostering community or are interested in fostering, who have had this come up as an issue for them or anything like that?
Yes, I mean, extended family, children in particular, people worry about. What you learn as you go along is your children are part of this. Anyone that lives in your household is part of the process. Your children will be talked to. What do they think? How do they feel? How do they think it's going to affect them? What kind of support would they need? This is what people don't realize. As an agency, I'll call us a family. We're a team and we're a family. So you're not on your own in this. Your children aren't on their own in this. You have the support of the entire Banya team and all of the rest of the foster carers. We're one big family wanting to make an amazing change in children's lives, be it short term or long term, or just for a quick emergency moment. And the children of your own family are as important as the children coming into care. So it's not a case of us and them. It's a case of creating a larger family. And when your children know that the love and support they've received, they can give to another child, the benefits actually to your child are immense, or to your children, because they're able to be a support. They're able to be a friend. They're able to reassure that child, look, I'm in a loving home. My parents are great. They will listen to you. They will support you. They will help you. In a lot of cases, it makes the experience so much better for the children. Don't count your children out or your partner. Everybody has something to give in this situation. As we say, it's the process. And as you move along the process, all these questions get answered for parents, for children, for the entire family. You know, my dad absolutely loves having another grandchild. As far as he's concerned, my girl is his granddaughter, and he treats her exactly the same way that he treats his other grandchildren. You know, it's an opportunity for the entire family to come together and support each other. As you said, I'm single. It makes no difference. I have the most amazing network of friends and family to support me. And on top of that, I have all of my Banya family and my Banya foster carers. There's nothing that you can't do. There's no obstacle you can't get over. It's about taking that first step and asking those questions.
If I may add, Mapad, that some children have also grown to become foster, children. They've come to become foster carers also. We have a number of young children who were raised in in foster families who are also now foster carers.
Yes, that's actually, if I may, we have another video coming up this week. If you're very interested about this topic, it will be called The Role of Sons and Daughters. So join us on Thursdays. We will be discussing this topic further because I know a lot of you have questions about that. But another question that is coming up a lot recently is the lockdown. How are things working with the lockdown? Can we start recommending to other potential foster carers? Should they get started right now, or should they wait a little bit until things get back to normal?
Right. I mean, maybe we can hear from a foster carer, and then I'll answer from our end as Banya how we are supporting families. But how is it for you? Maybe Liz, you can go first on that one.
Okay, well, actually, the lockdown has been fantastic for us. It's not the same experience for everybody. I have friends with their own children who are not coping very well. They don't have the structure, the routine. I'm loving it. So is my girlie. We are having a lot of quality time together without the restrictions of having to watch the clock and race out of the house. It is absolutely brilliant. And it's not stopping recruitment. As I said before, I've been able to talk to a lady in the queue at the supermarket We're all stood queuing sometimes for up to an hour to get into a supermarket. There's ample opportunity to chat and tell people and recruit. I'm also part of the Stourbridge Community Support Group, and one of the ladies running that works in one of the schools. And I've asked her if we can get together after lockdown and discuss with the parents about becoming foster carers. There's loads and loads of opportunities out there to actually speak to people. And as far as the process goes, there are lots of things that we can start to do. There are lots and lots of forms to fill in. There are lots of things that can be prepared ahead of meeting people and doing the DBS, which are the police checks, and the medical. Obviously, those we cannot do at the moment because of lockdown. But there are lots and lots of things that we can do and we can prepare for. So, yeah, COVID is not an excuse to not do it. COVID actually is a reason we really need to start stepping up now, because we're on lockdown. There's a lot of pressure on a lot of families. And I think people need to recognise that we don't just take children who need to have a new family for a long term. We do emergency care, which means there are families who are struggling. Their children need a stable environment while the parents are given the help that they need. It's not about taking children from their families forever. As much as we can, we want children to stay with their parents. And if we can help support those families by taking a child for overnight, for a day, a week, a month, while these families get the support and the help that they need, that is crucial. So you don't actually have to think, oh, I've got to take a child on forever. No, you don't. If that's not what you're good at, but you're great with children, there are so many areas to help. Come and become a foster carer. Do the emergency cover where a child needs a home for a few days immediately, somewhere they can feel safe and stable. You know, somewhere that's short term, maybe for 6 or 12 months while their parents get back on their feet, where they deal with their own problems. It's not a one way. There are so many different areas to fostering. And if you start the process, you find out about all these different areas and what works for you. But right now we're in crisis. The lockdown means that there's nobody seeing what these children are going through and what some parents need help with. So for us to have people ready when we come out of lockdown to step up and go, yes, I can help this family. Yes, I can help these children. The more stability we can bring to children at this time, the greater future they're going to have. So yeah, please, please, please do not think I can't do anything right now. Right now, when you're sat at home, is the perfect time. You've got time to ask a million questions, to fill in forms, to talk to people. You haven't got to schedule a meeting in between work and home time and family time. And now is the time. Go for it, people.
Absolutely, Lizzie. So well said. We have gotten so many questions saying, yes, this is amazing. Absolutely. That's fantastic, Lizzie. So much support in the chat for everything you're saying, because I think it resonates with a lot of people who know that there are children right now who are in abusive families. And once the situation is over, really the gap is going to be even larger. So we need to do our best to reduce that gap and get as many foster families as possible started in the process during this time. When we have the time, we can take it. We're not taking time away from jobs or working and driving to work and everything else. We have the time, so let's take advantage of that.